Hello and good evening. Right, we are starting on a different screen tonight. We're actually on the pause menu currently for a guard mode run. We're going to be taking a brief, not too long look. We're going to do a trip between Lancaster and I think Oxenholme on the service which you can see at the bottom of the screen, which is one S83 London Euston to Glasgow Central. And then we're going to do a scenario from the route. So, route comes out tomorrow for those that have no idea. I've been under a rock for the last few months. But yeah, tomorrow it's coming out. It's coming out on various platforms as always, so Xbox, PlayStation, Epic, Steam. It'll come out on the consoles at 10 in the morning. And then Epic, I believe, comes out 4 o'clock, and Steam between 5 and 6 normally, depending on, I think it depends on basically when Valve basically start pushing products through, and that, so just keep your eye out basically there. It'll also be available from the JT website as well. I believe an email will go out once that's available as well. So if you've been following the email process, which you can do on the JT site, you will get a notification when it goes live. If you've not done that, you can head over to the JT development site for that and basically put your email address in and you'll get a notification when it goes live. Mainly recommend that for PC players, obviously. I mean, you can do for the console, but it'll be out beforehand anyway. So, yeah, so I can turn the mic up. Just bear in mind, maybe a little bit of background noise as I do work from home. So, we're going to unpause this and we're going to get moving. We are just outside Lancaster somewhere, so we're not too far there, and then we'll start doing the process of what you would be doing in your guard mode. So we're in the NH at the minute. Obviously we've had a look around in these already. Got an all new interior, so these are a modified BG. Quite heavily modified, as you can see. The interior compartment is totally different from what you would be used to. I'll do some good evenings as well in a minute. I'll catch up with some people, and I know there's quite a lot of you in here, but a few people have said late good evening, so I'll just scroll through. So get a couple of shouts. We've got Matt W. I see Daytona's in here. Good evening. Prof's here. Good evening. Adam Haig. Paul Smith. Rob Powell's here. Trace and Driver. Good evening. Over from Oz. Good morning in Australia. Good to have you in. Who else have we got? Bill Harrison's here. Jacob S. I did see a message about is it actually being streamed on Twitch? It's not. It's all on YouTube. So if you're looking for us on Twitch, you'll not actually find a stream. It's all on YouTube these days. Right. So on the approach, you want to be doing your public address system. So to do this, obviously you can open the cupboard, flip the switch. Or if I actually flip it the right way. The next stop is Lancaster. It's down for on, up for off. Even tea, no sugar. We're going to be on the left side actually, so heads out mode. The announcements are on the train, obviously that's the station, but the actual announcement I think you're on about is there's going to be a little announcement I will drop into the stream about halfway through. We'll get this out of the way and we'll go through what that announcement is. Just give people a chance to obviously get here and not miss it, although there's quite a few of you already in here. But yeah, do keep with us. I presume it's Mark on the trains, just trains videos. Good evening, Bug-Eye and Nigel. No, you can't do this today. You can't. Well, I think the guards are allowed to have a look out the window, aren't they? They've obviously got to observe the platform. But passenger can actually do this these days. So the service, as I say, we are on 1S83. It's London Euston to Glasgow Central working. Just around into Lancaster. So they've just joined us and don't have a clue what we're up to. Literally the proper first time I've done this as well. I've had a little tweak and play with it, but it's my first proper go. Now it's a little bit different from doing it on the modern stock, because in the modern stock you can obviously open the door yourself, but on local haul stuff the doors open themselves. But we dispatch the train. head out isn't on the Mark 3s, it's just in the NHA. However, I will relay that across because I do think a couple of heads out views on these coaches would be nice. You can open the windows, as you see there. It would be nice to have a couple of them there. I'll have to pass that on. Can't promise anything though, but I will pass that on. I do agree it would be nice to have. So we're just waiting for the go ahead. We've got a couple of moments here. So we'll just have a look around. The castle just poking above them buildings up there. You've got the cathedral as well. Let's have a little nosy down here. The door's shut on their own. I mean, you can actually go up to them and shut them if you want. You can save the dispatcher a job and just do the whole lot in one go. If you see there's no one really getting on, you can leave a couple of doors open. Grab a brew while we're here. So we're going to be doing the 101 after, so we will get to have a play with that later on. Brutes loaded are one of the collectibles, so they're empty with parcels all over the floor, and then when you walk up to them, the parcels or the luggage will go onto the trolley and the cage will close. That's just one of the 5 collectibles. You've got route maps, rail tour posters, mint cake, brute trolleys and model castles. Yes, we will be inspecting some tickets, provided some people got on. I hope some people did get on. I only had one ticket to check on the way up here. Because otherwise we would have done this from Preston. I thought one ticket's not very much, so I'll travel up to Lancaster. Don't know if I open some more doors. Are they going to get on? No, we don't take donations. We just ask if you purchase the route. Support just trains that way, CB. Thank you, though. No, we don't do donations on the channel. I think everyone's got on that's going to get on. The coffee guy, no, he doesn't talk too much. He just stands there. He just stands there. You have to make your own brew. Right, so it's almost time to depart. So the NHAs are 110 mph capable. They've got a different bogey from the BGs, which allows them to do the higher speed. So make sure the doors are closed, which they have. There we go. Good evening, Amy. Good evening, Wolf. North East Transport. Good evening. The route is £32.99. Right, so we've got some tickets to check. So we've got 20 tickets between here and Oxholm. So we'll just give people a moment to get themselves organised and sat in the seat and put the bags away. Just going to check the platform, obviously, as you would. Which no one's running after the train. Not that that happens in TSW, but we can imagine, can't we? Richard Elkin, good evening, and Richard White's here as well. Right, there we go, so we've cleared the platform. Oh, let's not put the handbrake on, let's go the other way. That'll close the door. You can open any of these windows and hang out if it's not got bars in it. Some of them do have bars, so you can't actually hang out, but you can open the window still. We'll check some tickets in a minute. Chris, hey, good evening. Crossing over the balloon. Right, let's go and find some customers and check their tickets. There's some tickets here. Look, let's go and have a look. So first of all, you'll see, obviously, you know what guard mode's like. If you played it already in the core of TSW with the latest routes that came out, you'll notice that there's a bit of a difference in the ticket. Ed has designed a new British Rail ticket for guard mode, which fits in very nicely with obviously the route era. So what you need to do is obviously, if you're new to this, you click the passengers which have the little icon over the head, and then it brings up the actual journey. It's got the date, and then it's got the next stops of this service, and then all you need to do is check the actual ticket. So they've got on Lancaster, which is correct, and then literally you need to check the stations. They're going to Penrith, we're going to Penrith. Perfect, thank you very much. As easy as that. And then you just got to go down on the train. If you actually accidentally mark a ticket as valid, but it's not valid, you'll lose points. I think you get 100 points per ticket that you check, but you lose 100 if you don't actually get the right details. So again, Lancaster to Penrith, which is on the correct date there. Bags. Just sat in wrong class. Is that? Has they got first class on it? Second class. Ah, it's actually right, wrong, man. I don't know if you could actually have it set though to second and first class. I think they're just getting it and just basically have a ticket, but we are actually, I think, in first class. Anyway, Lancaster Carlisle, correct. We've got a bag to clear the bag. You can't leave them in the aisle. So, whilst we're travelling through this train, do note the seating maquette, the carpet. So at the minute we're in a BR Blue coach, but with the coaches having randomised liveries, we might find that we go through an intercity one. So you'll know that when you see a change in carpet and seating. Right, second class. Unfortunately, we're all second class today. Throw them off. Where are we chucking them off at? Carnforth. Right, so the date's correct and all that jazz. So basically, you just go through at your own leisure. It's a randomised amount of passengers each time, so it might not always be 20. You might have 5. You could have 30. It just depends how many you get on the train. Oxenholme, yep, it's going there. We are good with that. I don't think you get penalised if you don't do all the tickets by the time you get to the next station. I think it just basically, it's next stop. Lancaster to Carlisle, that's right. Don't forget to check the toilet. Unfortunately, you can't go in the toilets. It's locked. It's locked. See if we can find one that's actually got the wrong date or something on it. Currently, they're all the right. So we're going to take this up to Oxenholme before we go to the 101. I'm not going to sit here and do tickets all the way to Carlisle, or we can do some other stuff. That's right as well. Where are we here? We've just gone through Carnforth, I think. Yeah, we have. Time flies when you're having fun checking tickets. It's always worth noting as well that when you come through each carriage, always check right around the corner, because you might find there could be someone sat right behind the bulkhead and you don't quite see them. So it's always worth checking, because you might find, I'm missing a ticket. Where's that last ticket? And you have to run up and down the train until you find them. And it tends to be that they could be sat in the corner. Can I do a song and dance? No. Mark might, but he's not here. Check all this side first. Everyone's been behaved, they've all bought tickets. Everyone's all behaved in 1986. Right, have I missed any bits in the old chat? Let's have a look. Yeah, the windows do open. I mean, you can see the windows open here. Just you can't go in the toilet. Oh, here, we've got a wrong ticket. Lancaster to Middlesbrough. Not on this train. You're off. Next station. I'd offer everyone a brew at the buffet, but apparently they're on strike. I do love the red cladding inside there. Also, I've got a note as well. This is actually the first time I've actually seen passengers sitting in the buffet, so that makes a change. Yeah, you could do via Carlisle. I don't know if it works like that though. I'm not sure if it just works as a direct service. So yeah, you could be right actually, to be fair. I could be in the wrong there for saying that. What time does it open? Unfortunately, it shut at 5 o'clock and we were about an hour and 45 minutes into the service too late. They got off at Preston. We've actually seen all the tickets, so we are literally good. So we can go back down here. So this is what I was on about before with the interior. So this is the intercity coach. So you'll see the carpet's different on there as well. If you get the right lighting as well, you can actually see the ripples in the actual fabric on the seats. Let's see if I can find some. There, you can see it there. Look, if you just look at the seating, sort of around in the middle, you can see the little ripples in there. Passengers want food. Yeah, to be fair, it's a tea time service, so there should be some buffet. So again, anyone that's wanting to know when this product comes live, so it'll be tomorrow morning. It'll start rolling out across the platform. So it starts off at 10 AM. That'll be on PlayStation and Xbox. It'll then come live later on Epic Game Store from around 4 PM, and then Steam Store. It'll usually go live somewhere between 5 and 6, we've been told. So it all depends on when Valve basically come online and start putting content through. So keep your eyes out between 5 and 6. If you're on Steam, you want to pick it up through there, pop it in your wish list as well, because it'll let you know when it's live. Again, if anyone is buying via like buying for the PC and would like to come and support directly through the JT website, that would be very, very grateful. Always. The product's exactly the same price it would be on the other platforms. You don't lose anything. You don't get any more. You get the exact same. So it's just a way of supporting us directly. So we'll.
The next station stop is Morecambe. Change here to service
JT reward points as well. I am told 165 reward points if you was to purchase on the JT site as well, and you can obviously use your already gained reward points from any other previous product. JT store site, if you can do it, that is the one that rewards us the most. Any post-release updates? There will be post-release updates. Always, there is some stuff that we have found and we will be sorting, just to put that out there. Day one patch has already been done. That will go live tomorrow at the same time as the actual product goes live. So there's already a wave of fixes that are already going out on day one, which we were doing last week. That was with basically our push back on the date. Even some. So yeah, you'll get a Steam key. So if you buy on the website, you get a Steam key which you just activate on Steam. The Steam key comes to you on our website. You basically just copy and paste it in, and then it just downloads. Wolf, I believe the 101 does actually show up on Blackpool branches from this route. I have been told by one of the testers that it does actually appear. The big thing is, of course, you do get reward points which you can use off new content down the line. should you wish to. I've only done it on this side just because it's got nice sunlight. I'm not doing very well for health and safety here, am I?
The next stop is Popsicle. Change here to search to Windermere.
What routes do the 87 layer onto? Nothing at the moment. The only route I believe that's going to have the 87 on is DTG's West Coast Line South timetable upgrade that's coming that they announced on their roadmap recently. So they did actually show there's a service with the 87, so that will come for that at some point whenever they obviously set that live. We will be doing a update to Blackpool branches where you'll see the 87 on AI services going from the station as well. That hasn't been started yet, but it is going to be coming. We are dedicated to sorting that. It won't do from the day one though. You can do route hopping with Blackpool branches, however, the update went live for that late last week, I believe. So you can do route hopping from day one between this and Blackpool branches, or Blackpool branches to this, vice versa. So you can do a complete run, continue each way. Some nice lighting here. The last bit of the sunset. Got a few minutes here, we'll have a quick look around. So we're going to not go much further with Garbo. I'll probably do another set of tickets, and then once we've done these tickets, we'll move on to the next thing, because it's quite a long trip to the next station. So, Buffy, there's no working, they've gone home. Mint snack. Will guard mode be on Blackpool now? Not at the moment. There is a patch that's been done for guard mode on the 142 for Blackpool branches. However, it hasn't made it out with the route hopping for some reason. So DTG know about it, and we have inquired. So as soon as they are able to find out where and when it'll come out, obviously you guys will know it will come. It is being pressed to try and get sorted and released. We did hope that it had gone out at the same time as the route hopping, but it didn't, unfortunately. But it has been done. The actual fix has been in there for a while. You can do guard mode on the 101, however, on this route at the minute. Obviously, because guard mode hasn't had the update to the pacer just yet, you can't do it just yet on this route. But as soon as it all goes live, that you will be able to do it on here as well in any of the actual services to have it set up. Yeah, some very nice lighting here. Just ignore the people in the platform. I believe it's a core thing, that it's not actually the route. I've seen that on some core routes that do that as well, so just have to sort of look past that, unfortunately. So we can go down here, we can have a little wander. Oh, look at that, Cumbrian choppers. Look out for these. Obviously these collectibles, these are in relation to the actual rail tours on the timetable. So there is a rail tour called Cumbrian Choppers, and it's been put together by Wigan Rail Tours. Not a real brand. Wet concrete, yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's a castle, I'll just show you the castle collectible there. I'm not going to go and collect all these. That's my fault because I didn't get back on the train time. But anyway, you get the gist with that. So I can't do any more tickets. Basically, you need to be on the train after a certain amount of time, otherwise it's going to take off, and that's it. Right. So we're going to go over to the Class 101 next, and we will have a play on the scenario first generation stopper. Sam Power I will be doing. I will be doing at some point, yes. Right, so down to the scenarios. 5 scenarios, so again this is the list of scenarios just so you know what's coming. Southbound liner, current collection, tap changer, the one we're doing is first generation stopper, and then broken down. Yeah, Scott's point there. So there is a video. I'm not actually live streaming tomorrow morning, but there is a video going live on that channel that I've pre-made, which is a showcase. It's not a review, obviously, because I don't do reviews of our stuff. But there is a video if you want to watch that, of course. Right, so first generation stopper, class 101 run. It's a there and back service from starting at Cardiff. It's a service that comes from Leeds. You run to Lancaster, do a change of ends, head to Morecambe, and then do the back in reverse service. Right. I just want to read that back, just because I missed that. So, message log. So, today you're driving the second part of a Leeds to Morecambe and return in the evening peak. Loading up the passengers is our first task. So, passengers are already being loaded. So, the train's coming, I believe it's already set up because it's already coming. The only thing you need to do is set the blind. You can either do that, if you're on PC you can do S7, F8, or you can turn the little the wheel, little handle thing. Right, so indicator light on. I'm going to double check the rear destination blind. Class 101 tutorial is about 10 minutes long. It should take you no more than 10 minutes, but you don't have to do it dead fast. You can take your time. At the end of the day, it's a tutorial. You take it at your own pace. Just demonstrate you can do it up there as well. By that, you can actually see what blind is appearing. Put the destination light on. There we go, good. I mean, the release times are exactly the same as any DTG product. nothing has changed in that respect. But 10 AM for consoles, and then from between 4 and 6, or 4 for Epic Games, and between 5 and 6 for PC Steam Store. Obviously, it'll go live as well on the JT site as well, which you'll get a notification email when that happens. So, buzzer is a new thing, so you get drive to guard buzzer on this. So there we go. So into gear. Yeah, I am. I should be driving with that, shouldn't I? So you can hear the little ticks and hisses when you apply a bit more power. So yes, the 101 has been updated. I'm going to go through the change log as well in a moment, just to demonstrate these sound a bit more for you. Attention. There we go. Hopefully those little bits of audio came through there. So those are some new bits. So yeah, the special announcement again. I've just seen that, so I will just let you guys know. So unfortunately, this only applies to PC users and anybody that comes direct to our website. It's the only way we can do this, unfortunately. So there's no other way. We may well be able to do something different down the line, but we'll have to see what we can do. But for free lucky buyers that purchase the route from the Just Trains website, basically for 3 of you, you may well find that you could be refunded your product. So basically you'll get it free of charge. So to do this, I'll just get the double check the right date here. So obviously we're going to be going live tomorrow, so between tomorrow and before midnight on Wednesday, anyone that purchases will go to the draw, and then it'll be picked for a refund, meaning you'll get the product for free. Hopefully I got that right. I was quite late to the party on that one this evening. But yeah, definitely you've got to be in it for a chance. And again, so that's anybody buying on the Steam. So anyone that's on Steam, if you come directly to our store on the website, purchase a copy, you may find that you'll have it basically free of charge. Basically as well, so you'll know if you are a winner because you'll be emailed as well to be notified. Console release is from 10 AM tomorrow morning. And then it'll be 4 PM on the Epic Games Store, and then it'll be between 5 and 6 we're told for Steam Store. Basically when Valve start pushing stuff through the door, basically when they start sending releases out. Steam doesn't release at 10 AM Krill now. We're going to be going down the Morecambe branch after this, so we'll come back down here, but we're then going to go around that curve. That was the announcement, yeah. So again, for anyone that didn't catch it, so anybody that purchases through the Just Trains website, obviously you'll get your Steam key. You'd activate that, and then by I believe Friday, 3 lucky customers will be emailed of their basically a refund, and you will have the product for free. That's anybody purchasing before Wednesday, midnight Wednesday. When we do this change end, I'm going to go through the change log for the new bits and pieces for this Class 101. If I don't own Tracing World 5 yet, can I get into this get into it with the DLC, or must I buy the starter pack? So, if you got the starter pack, which is free currently, you could then go and buy this product, Levante, and You don't actually have to have any other DLC. You could have a starter pack and just this route if you wish, and it'll work. You'll have the stock that comes with this route itself. Anything obviously like through its layering, the extra DLC we use in the timetable, you would have to go and purchase separately. But there's nothing to say you wouldn't be able to play just with the starter pack and this route. So again, for anybody that hasn't got Train Sim World 5, it is free for the starter pack, and that is free until I believe early next year at the moment. Kevin Jones, so that's for anybody who purchases through the Just Trains website. No spadding. So again, when you come into this signal for Lancaster, do be aware that it's an approach control release from red. So treat it as a red, and it's not going to change, because it might not change if you've got a train coming the other way, because we're crossing over. The suspension is, I like the suspension. It's very bouncy. For anyone that's been on a 101 in real life, it does give you that sensation. On the PlayStation 5, good question. I'm not sure if you have to go into... I'm not sure if you have to go onto Train Sim World 5 itself, and I'm not sure if it has a drop-down box on the console where you pick starter pack. I'm trying to remember, because I did it for the PlayStation 4 for my other half's dad, and he couldn't find it at first. I'm pretty certain there's a drop-down box when you go into it, and you can pick the one you want. So you can pick the free starter pack, or you can then drop down box it onto like the different editions that they do, which I'm presuming will be the same for PlayStation 5. Mr. Kevin Jones, I mean Radio 4 voice. Oh, there you are. Train Simulator Drivers just put it. So if you search TSW5 free starter pack, it should come up there. Thank you. Just for that. I'm not clued up with the console side of things. Clunk. I want to get here just so we can see the container train going through. I'm going to just... Evening Tintin, how are you doing? See the liner going through. Even CK? It was close that, sorry. I was trying to get in here before I... Actually, to be fair, we were miles off. Could fit an 08 in there. Right, so, we need to unlock the doors. People want to get off. Right, it's now time to change end, shut down this end and head to the other cab. Right, setting the marker lights to red. Brake to lap. Gear into neutral. And then reverse needs to be off. Then we want to turn the circuit key off, and then the set end change off. Always good fun hearing the 87 horns. Sam, if you watch, we're driving the 101 in a minute, so if you watch this you'll sort of get the idea. There is a tutorial for the 101 as well. sitting in the other seat. The wagon sounds from AP. I don't believe they are. No. I think they're a combination of some of the Ed's sound, I believe. Right, so we'll sit in the seat first. Do it in order, otherwise it'll get all muddled up. Right, circuit key on. No, I've already done it wrong. I'm going to look that on. Change ends first. You need to put that on. Same like with the 87. If you don't, it's not going to gain power. Right, key on. Marker lights onto white. Set the reverser to forward. So, one thing you need to remember, whenever you do a change of ends, you need to depress the dead man switch. Otherwise, you'll find you're not going anywhere. This is whether you do it in timetable or scenario. So, simply click the dead man's handle, which is the power handle also. You can see it's lifted up. And then you press it back again, and it clears the task. So you literally click it twice. I do apologise. I was just telling my child to go to bed, who hasn't even totally listened to me. He's sat behind me somewhere. Yeah. So, you're gearing into one, brakes off, apply a bit of power. The tutorial will explain it all to you. There is a full tutorial that gets you going and shows you how to get moving as well. The scenario helps you a bit, but as you get further into the scenario, you'll get less help. So by the time you've got there, you should sort of understand what you need to do. Right. Next station is Bear Lane. So some of the changes on the actual 101, so there's new audio including the vacuum brake sounds, which we have heard. The dead man system implemented, so we've actually just done that as well, so that's basically depressing the handle and then press it back down. Interior textures have been improved throughout, so there's all sorts of panel changes and like all around the cab, some panels in the interior as well have changed. There's some exterior changes as well, there's some bits and pieces on that. Roller blinds have been redone to suit this route, and also there are some for Blackpool North and South as well. As I said before, you can and you should be able to find this 101 does actually show up on the Blackpool timetable. One of the testers did let me know that it does appear. Guard 2 driver buzzer implemented, so you get the buzzer and also you get the red light appear there, so you see the red. That's that. Guard mode comes with guard mode on some services, so you'll find there is some services that you can do that. AWS change ends implemented. Previously it used to use one lever instead of two. It's now obviously got 2 levers in train. You need to make sure that lever is set, otherwise you're not going to go anywhere. Exactly the same as how it's done on the 87. There's new exhaust effects, which in a second I'll show you them. When we go around this curve, I'll go and have a look. And as I said before, accurate changing procedures implemented. Nice and bumpy around here. So if I just place myself somewhere strategically, we should be able to see some smoke. So you can see the smoke there, just a little burst at the minute. Hoping that's picked up. Probably not the best lighting to sort of see it, to be honest. You can see it. Basically, what happens is when you're idle, the smoke sort of builds up around the exhaust area of the gangways, and then as you get going, it'll plume up. Good evening, Transport Legend. But you get a bit more of a blue tinge in the smoke as well. Steve Smedley, so Tom, I have the TSW5 free version, but I believe it's the base engine. It's on the starter pack, a different pack. I mean, yeah, if you get the starter pack, you can obviously upgrade to get extra routes. You could, though, for example, literally get the starter pack and then buy this route, and it'll work fine. You'll get all the stock. The starter pack is core; it has all the core stuff in there. I'm led to believe. All you need to do, if you bought this route, you could actually have that and then have this route and it'll work. Yeah, you'll see it quite well at night, definitely will, yeah. Certain times of day, if you've got certain lighting, it's just because it's really bright with the sun at the minute. Ben P, good evening, how are we doing? Welcome. My favourite little strange quirky junction, this always catches me out with a 15 mile an hour. This will be £32.99 Marianne. No Class 150s on this. The Class 150s were a little bit later on than the route was set. We can have a look at Class 40 services after if someone reminds me, Mark, when we finish this scenario. If you remind me, if you want me to show, I can go and show the layers before we finish again. We're just doing hold a little look in here just to show you. Ooh, time to go. Yo! JT Alex in the house. He's here. He's found his way. How are we doing? Good evening, Mr. Ford. I know you like that armchair in the signal box, Alex. You can really see the suspension and the track joints here. Really good fun to watch. Just literally so hypnotic listening to that. Right, I'm going to do something here as well. I'm just nipping to guard mode a second now. I'm going to go over here. It'll take me about a week to go over it, but who can remember that very first teaser picture that we shared with you all? Some of you guessed it right, of course you did. Some didn't. Some thought it was down in Devon and Dorset and all that lot, but no, this ain't dangerous. Don't worry. No, photomo's fine. It's all about working. There is where our very first sort of. It was around here somewhere. We sort of. If I do the field of view, was sort of like that. Different lighting, but that was our. This was our location for first view. For all those that sort of did manage to guess that, I think it was about there. Cause people were working out that big building up in the distance where my mouse is, and we didn't obviously show that bit, so it didn't really give it away as much. But yeah, for the eagle-eyed people, that was obviously the location. There's a little bit of a trundle into Morecambe. Unfortunately, we just can't say what we're doing next. As much as we'd love to tell you our plans and what's coming, sit tight and watch the space is all we can say. Here in Dark Centurion, see it. Glad to hear it. So the modern day station for Morecambe is actually situated somewhere about here, I think. Somewhere around about here. Yeah, it is, because that bridge is literally just there. So yeah, somewhere around here, the modern one. The only thing that exists today of the old station is the actual building itself, and that is now a music venue. I've got my Teams open. You never know when I might get a mail. An email came through then, Big Mark. The era before the Polo Tower. Do you want to know a little fun fact, by the way? The Polo Tower was actually a part of a ride from the Pleasure Beach. It was the observation tower, which actually is in the Blackpool branch's route. There is cars. Someone's just, Patrick mentioned about cars. There is some cars driving around yet. I've gone past the stop point there, but never mind. Where are we at? Morecambe to Carlisle. There's no Morecambe to Carlisle services now. Alright, that's it. The first service is complete. Change ends and then head back towards Lancaster. Gears to neutral. Where's my AWS lever? We need to put no, we don't need leads. We'll just get this thing set up and then I'll quickly show you that there is some cars. So lights on again. So again, we're going to depress that dead man's. It'll let you know each time. Hopefully, you'll start to get this. You need to make sure you have that obviously in your drilled into you by the time you get going. Also, I've just noticed my green screen's gone a little bit weird. Let me just pause a second. I'll just zoom that in. No one told me about that one. There we go. I can detail that giveaway. So again, any users that purchase the route via the JT website will be in with a chance of a free refund for your product, meaning you'll actually get the route free of charge. If you obviously this only applies to PC Steam users. If you obviously purchase the route between Tuesday and midnight Wednesday, you'll be in this draw. It'll be picked at random, and then you'll get an email to confirm whether you've won and been successful or not. So you'll get the refund. It'll give you the route free of charge. So in it to win it, you have to be a PC player and purchase the route via the JT website store. Route is the same price as it would be on the other consoles and Steam and Epic. Oh, I've not done that right. There we go. I just need to quickly be about 2 seconds, guys, because I've got a child that's running wild behind me and I can't concentrate. For the fear of life, he's going to run past and knock my green screen off. I'm just going to pop the other screen up. I'll be literally 2 moments, guys. Just bear with me. Sorry about that. The joys of working from home, right. I was going to show you just the area around here. So there is cars moving, as you can see. There is life. Obviously you can come and have a wander around here. You might find some collectibles. Do have a look. You might find it's an illuminating experience. So when you purchase through the JT website, you get a Steam key, and you'll activate that into your Steam account. So when you purchase it, you do your checkout, and then you'll be where you would find normally where your downloads are. It'll be in the same place, but when you click it, you'll find a key. Just literally copy and paste it into your account, and it'll download, and then it'll always be on your Steam account then. Yes, so Gen 8 doesn't have moving vehicles. You do have all the cars that are parked up, however, it's just you don't have moving vehicles. How does the promenade light up at night time? Well, you've got to, you'll have to find out. You'll have to find out. Can't give it all away. So you see that the smoke building up. Right in the midst of it there. How far can you walk outside the station? So you can actually walk to a roundabout sort of over here, and then you can go all the way down there, all around here, and I think you can go sort of somewhere around about sort of in line around here somewhere. So you've got quite a little explorable area to have a walk around at. Rain in the fells, rain in the fire. Even Ash. See some of the old stanchions from the old OHLE from when the electric rail used to come down here. There was actually 3 stanchions left up, so they've been left in as a nod. North. Mr. Thomas Harrison. Don't get Mr. very often. Again, guys, any questions or anything you'd like to sort of know, do fire away in the chat. This is obviously the last time before it all comes out and goes live tomorrow. There's myself and there's a few of the team in here as well that will be able to assist. Shiny for a 101? It's got some scratch marks up the side there. It's got some scuffs. It's dirt on it. Still dirt marks there. It needs a wash. That's another male. How many serviced overall? I think there's about I'm pretty sure there's about 320 or 25 or something like that in the actual timetable. When we've done this scenario, I'll go into the timetable list and I'll show you what's in there, Sam, and anyone else who wants to have a look at that. Yeah, upgraded raindrops I do believe are a thing as well. Also, the thing that has gone is that the orangeness of the windscreen wiper as well. That was a bug on the 101 which has been fixed. How many grey hairs have I gained making the route? I don't know. I definitely think I'm going grey though, because there is a few grey hairs. But then again, I'm getting older. Mark's probably got many, many more because he works with me. What's my favourite service to run on the route? I actually haven't found one that's my favourite yet. They're all fun. They've all got their own quirky. I haven't really done too much freight yet, but I will be doing some freight at some point. We'll do a freight service on the stream as well. Do you guys get telemetry from the game? I'm not sure what you mean by that. So you know how many services people play. I don't know. I think I'm not sure if DTG get all that sort of stuff though. We don't get anything from what I know, what I'm aware. We may well be able to find out through DTG. That sort of stuff. I'm just going through chat. I'm just picking out messages that have sort of look interesting questions. JTR's got no. You've got nowhere, have you? Embrace it. Back at Bear Lane. Will the good spur from Morecambe get any use? Not in this timetable, no. The track's there, but there's no use. There was no passenger service in our era. The passenger services sort of came in late to sort of 87. I think there was some freight down to the power station, but we haven't got any suitable wagons, so obviously those have been omitted. You can't use the spur in free roam really. You can go so far before you get booted out of the game. It's got an out of bounds box on it because there's no scenery down there. So you could go about as far as probably about here before you get kicked out. And on the Windermere branch, you can probably get to about there before it kicks you out because the scenery just dies off. It's not meant to be played, so we've locked it out. Are we employing any modelers to help make the next route? That's a question for Mr. Alex there. If you buy more than any one product when purchasing Preston Carlisle, will you still be entered? And does Preston Carlisle have to be a single item purchase? Scott, could you just answer on that one? So, Will Lawton put a question in there regarding buying multiple products in one go. Will he still be entered, providing one of the products is Preston Carlisle? Some bet, yeah, I think Mark's point there's one that heads from Morecambe down towards, I think, is it York? I think there's one, and then there's one that goes towards Barrow, I believe. But I don't think there's a return. I think it just goes out either way, and then they go off and do their own stuff then. with a little bit of interesting action. I believe there is a potential, I think there might be one or two servers that actually use this as well. So you do actually get a bit of passenger action down this side of the curve as well. The more lesser used side. If you get bored over Christmas, feel free to scenerise the Windermere branch. I'll be enjoying Christmas, my Christmas break at that time. Is the Class 20 worth buying, or the Class 40 in terms of amounts of services? I think the Class 20C is less, I think the 40 is more of use. It depends what you want really, Dylan. The Class 20 is a very good product, it's a nice drive, but the 40 has got more services for it. Excellent, cheers Scott. So if you, just in case you've not seen Will, you'll still be entered, so you can do multiple purchases. As long as there's Preston Carlisle in that purchase order, you'll be fine. What's the download size? That is a good question. I can have a look on my Steam and tell you what it says in a second. DLC Carlisle is coming up at 16.9 gigabytes on my Steam. You'll not probably see a pacer on this scenario. We won't be doing anything with pacer tonight. Sam. If you want to see what the pacer's like, if you look on our channel, we've got previous live streams which utilise the Class 142 pacer for the Blackpool branch streams. Which you can find all those on there. There's a good number. So 16.9 on Steam, that is. I don't know what the difference would be for console, however, whether there's any difference or not. I'm presuming if you go onto the actual console stores when it's live, it should tell you the size before you download. I'm pretty certain it'll tell you on the store. So you'll be able to see that from 10 AM in the morning on Xbox and PlayStation. Now I'm going to rely on someone in the JT team to help me out here. Now I need a link for it's called Blue Sky, which is a new social media site that we've just signed up to for Just Trains. I believe Just Flight is also signed up onto this, so if you follow the flight side as well, could somebody in the team though please find me the link, because at the minute I can't do it while I'm driving. So if anyone uses that, feel free to sign up and follow us on this. not sure if it's a bit more of a replacement for Twitter/X, whatever that's called. I'm not on it myself personally, but I may well have to sign up to this. I'm sort of, I don't do loads of different social media places, but it may well be useful. Cheers, Benedict. So again, there's the app there, there's the link. I'm just pointing the screen like that, you can all see that I'm pointing it, you can't really see. Gas photography 19.3 GB on the Series S, so it's a little bit bigger on an Xbox. Evening, Ian. Right, shall we try not to smash into the buffers? If it's becoming popular, I'll have to sign up to it myself. And I have no idea what it was until it was sort of like mentioned. I mean, it was mentioned a bit last week briefly, but it's all new to me. Collectibles. So we've got route maps, Rail Tour posters, mint cake, or mint snack it's called, model castles, and brute trolleys. And just for an example, what a brute trolley looks like, well then, so it's the blue trolleys which are the collectibles. So you basically put the luggage into the trolley and it closes the cage door. Alright, unlock the doors. There we go. You know the drill. Time to change into the final time before taking the train to Carlisle. There's a free child going spare if anyone wants one. He's managed to come back down again. Right, changing ends. So marker lights to red. Brake to lap. Gears to neutral. This is releasing tomorrow, Commander Toff. I can never get the clip point on that door, so I'm just going to go this way instead. Bypass a few tasks there, be fine. To forward again. Just give me 2 seconds, guys, again, I do apologise. We're back again. Right, lock the doors. The old lads. Can give him a spruce up. Give me something to do. Do they really, Scott? I'm glad it helps. It's good. To be fair, I think there may be some that needs to be added to it. I need to go through them. I'll have to add the. I need to add this one to it. Am I playing in Ultra mode? I have no idea what mode I'm playing, so I can find out for you. Settings, advanced. Yeah, Ultra and highs on there. Yeah, Ultra. Is this way you're going to tell me it's running really bad? How long will it likely take to make a diesel locomotive from scratch to full release? God. I mean, I don't make the locomotives. However, the Class 87, I think how long it took Alex to make. Oh God. Many hours. Good few months. From start to finish. Depends what level of sort of like the detail you want to put into it, and also the level of like the script coding and stuff that goes into it as well. Yeah, Pacer services start and end at Carnforth, so you can join them there, or the 101 as well. There is Pacer runs that go all the way through to Preston, which is about a 35-minute drive, which is it's a nice, decent run. Who's going to be the first to run an 08 from Preston to Carlisle? I'm back. God, going one way would be long enough. Was the tap changer system hard to implement and set up? I couldn't answer on that. Ed did all the systems on that. He did all the scripting and the simulgraph. Took him a bit to get it going. Yeah, get everything obviously working. But I couldn't answer how long it took him fully. Morecambe Bay, which is the only little bit of the west coast, this west coast mail never sees before heading back inland. The gulls are out. This is a spawnable area as well, which you can actually come and visit. You can get in the box and you can have a wander around on the front here. Oh, Ed's here. I didn't realise Ed was in chat. Good evening, Ed. Hughes Crab, he's here. I think it was more of a... I'm just sort of like stabbing in the dark here, but obviously because it's a type of system that on the UK trains has not ever been done. The German tap changes, I would assume, are set up differently from the UK stuff, so it's a system I'm presuming that Ed has had to set up literally from scratch in his code. Ed can probably say yay or nay on that one anyway. Not far from Carlisle now. Will you guys be making the pump cart for this route? I don't think so. But yeah, overall, obviously to make a loco or any rolling stocks, it's a long process. Some nice lighting again. German tap change is very different, like I was saying. Right, okay. I mean, they drive totally different anyway. Ed's just pointing there, so it was a system that was very much from scratch. If you actually was to drive a German tap changer compared to the 87, you would see that there is a difference in how they play and how they operate as well. Yeah, I can take you for a little wander in Steamtown, certainly. I'll have to come out of the scenario and back into it on free roam though, because it'll kick me out. I can do that, that's not a problem. Oh, there we go. I thought we weren't going to change then. I got all worried. That really did worry me then, because we'd been tweaking with this signal last week. I thought that weren't going to change then. I thought we'd done something. Thank God for that. I said last week, probably the week before actually, weren't last week. Very worried then. Do you know what I mean? You have to come right down to quite a low speed for these signals to change. Have any changes been made to Preston? There's been a very few minor bits under the hood. In terms of scenery, nothing really has changed. I mean, there's a few fixes here and there. But the scenery itself is unchanged. It didn't need any work doing to it. Yeah, certainly, Dylan. So I'm going to go into I'll come out of this scenario. I'm going to go into the menu first to show the layers and the little services you get for different locos, and then we'll do a Steamtown look. We'll jump back in here and walk around, because we hadn't actually really done any walking around Carlisle yet, so we'll have a look at that. Thank you, Kev. For myself and no doubt the rest of the team as well. will the 101 get a provincial livery at any point? Love BR blue and grey. Would love to see some added colour. Not from ourselves. We've got nothing in the pipelines planned. It would need other stuff as well. It need a high intensity light and stuff as well. I think for provincial. I think. I could be talking rubbish there actually, but we haven't got no plans to. I think I'm thinking of regional railways. Any services for steam locos there is, I'll show you. I'll show you. Let's get this finished, and then we'll go through what's what. Do you have to use a way tap? Nope, it's all done A and D. Will on the computer, on the PC. If it's on console, it's with the triggers. I think they're called triggers at the back. So you're basically back and forth, tapping on, tap off, tap on, tap on, off, off, on, off, off, basically. On the keyboard, you will go tap up with A, and then to run up, hold A down, and then release A. It'll spring itself back into run up. Sorry, notch up, and then you just press D to go back into hold. So it's all done on there. You have to do different key binds and stuff like that. Right, so we are going to pop this into neutral and reverse it to off. So basically a driver changeover would be taking place here. So we leave the service. Never find that click button on that door. One of the doors I always struggle with, so I'm just going to do this again. Oh, I know which livery you mean. Yeah, I know which livery you mean. Yeah, we've got no plans as such for that. Say some at the end. I haven't got the markers on, so you can't see where you're walking. Is it the window first? Right, maybe why I haven't got it open. Right, so main menu. So that livery was earlier than this, then, I presume. Right, so go through the timetable bits first that people wanted to know about. So if you have everything, you'll have all this in your in your list. So the route comes with the 101, the 87, the 08, and the 47/4. Everything else is layered. So the 101, you've got 3 and 2 cars. So there's some 3-car stuff there. Some 2-car stuff. There's a lot more 2-car workings. As you can see, goes all the way through the day. There's a Millen to Preston there, which starts at Cardiff. 142 again. Obviously, you can use the 142 if you've got Blackpool branches. So there's a number of services with the Pacer for you Pacer fans out there. So I'll get to the peak in a second. So this one, the Midday Scot, it has Flying Scotsman in it, but you'll only. So if I get this right, so the actual service uses the Jubilee. If you have Flying Scotsman, it's a sub. So you have to have the Jubilee first to have the Scotsman work on it, because that is the core service. So this uses both, as you can see there, and it is a there and back tour. And then it's the same again with the Scotsman. Love the AI horns and the whistles and also the buzz. It adds, having them AI horns and the whistles and stuff on the coaches just adds an extra dimension to the realism. I think it gives more life to it. It's a nice feature that Ed added to the stock. 87. There's tons of service obviously for the 87. Oh, right, okay, so it's just the Spirit Steam one. Sorry, so if you've got Peak Forest, it's there because of subbing Ratio. Good job Benedict there, because he understands all the timetable as soon as he made it. So there's loads of them, all the way through into the late hours there, and if you go to the top, there's obviously sleeper workings and stuff all the way through the night. So there's lots of services. Mail trains and all that jazz. If we go through to the 08s, you've got all sorts of 08s you can pick from here. Certain 08s have certain services as well, so it's not all the same for each one. So if you go to 744, do West Coast Shap one, you've got all stuff at Preston. If you do the weathered one, it's got the Harndale shunting. If you go to Type B, you've got a load of trip workings here. Some pilot bits in there as well. If we go through then to the 40, you can see all the stuff of the 40. There's a number of bits and pieces on there. Some lengthy workings. You can do a guard mode run on the 40 there. No, there's no Mark 3 sleepers at all in the game, Adam. So it just uses off Mark 3s. We've got a Dalston Stanlow 2 hours and 54 minutes there. Some really long workings. The Peak has a number of stuff as well. I think a lot of them work on the same services, so some of the same bits, same locos have some of the same services shared. It's just obviously different subs or layers. The 47, so there's all the ones for the Shap route. Blackpool branch is obviously on there as well, but the new ones obviously are at the bottom here. Same stuff again, really. Dalston is it's a service from Dalston. Dalston's not on the route. You start at near Curragh and come around that way and head south. Class 20 is a rail tour, so that's quite a decent amount of driving there. So you do to Morecambe first, and then you do Morecambe to Carnforth, and then the service goes off to its portal and goes around the Cumbrian coast, and then you join the service later in the day when it comes back up at Carlisle, and it comes all the way back down south, so you've got the whole run down the main line. So that's a good lengthy run there. Class 31, for you 31 lovers, there's all sorts there. There's some freight, there's a rail tour, Harndale one, the Stone Scratcher. There's loads of stuff. There's some freight as well from Shap Quarry down to Crewe. So that's all the way down to Preston. And then the 37, that does the Moss End Clitheroe and Clitheroe Gunny cement train. Won't be doing any garden on the 101 this evening, Will. I'm just literally going to be having a quick look around Steamtown tonight, and that's us. We will be doing another stream, not next week, but the week after. So we'll be doing some more bits. So I'll see what we can fit in. See what the demand is. I'll make a note though for 101 gardening, so we may well be able to do a little bit of that and show something there. So I'll make a note of that. So if I go back in on, just go on timetable. I'll show Steamtown. So there's no services in Steamtown. That's been left empty, so you guys can basically put your own stuff in there. You can make your own little open days and tottle up and down. There's a couple of demonstration platforms on the track. Cafe as well there. Service in total, I think it was about 320 to 325, something like that. Sell side box. The first ever enterable toilets. They're not the first ever ones because we did them on Blackpool branches as well, which you wonder. But yeah, you can have a wander. So there's two platforms. One right down the south end as well, it's just basically back and forth, so you can have a play. Did we not? Are you sure? I thought you could go into the ones at St Anne's. Marching put them on St Anne's station. They were a bit battered, but they were there. Got the coal stages as well. There is some wagons. It was actually a wagon storage area in this area as well, so I mean you can remove them in the timetable. They don't actually get any use, they're just there as statics. So if you want to take them out and put your own stuff in there for your own scenes, then you can easily go and do that. You can just literally remove them out the free roam. But yeah, I think you can literally go around and explore to your heart's content. Time to play the 4F and 8F. That's the big. That load is still there. So the smaller one's actually not there anymore. That one's gone. So the news. So again, I will go over it one more time. I'll go over that in a moment. That announcement, just on the finalising of the stream. Just give me a moment. How do we get out of here? No, it's there, the gate. I can't find the gate, and I'm the one that put the gate here. There we go. Yeah, go and explore. There's things to find around here. I'm not going to show all the stuff because that obviously gives everything away. No idea if there's any trains coming. Oh, there is some. There is. Oh, that coach in the loop. Right. Are we going to be able to bow out with a train going by? Because I don't think we are. No, nothing nearby, unfortunately. Alright, so just to make you all aware, so if you are a user that plays on the PC via Steam, if you wanted to purchase the route through the JT website instead, any people that purchase between Tuesday from launch until midnight on Wednesday will be entered into a chance to get a refund on the purchase of the route. You'll be emailed notified if you win, so you could actually get the route for free. There's 3 people that can win this, so all you have to do is literally purchase the route via the JT website, and you'll get a Steam key that you activate on Steam. That's all you have to do. You'll get 165 reward points as well if you do purchase on the website. Just put that one out there as well. But a massive thanks to everyone that's joined us this evening. Is there anything else that you guys would like to know? Ask before we wrap things up here, just before we disappear. Again, route comes out tomorrow, 10 AM on console, so that's PC, not PC, sorry, Xbox and PlayStation. Epic 4 PM, and then Steam at it's between I think 5 and 6 from what we've been told. So just keep your eye out basically, and it also goes on to the JT site as well. And you'll be email notified on the site if you are on that system for the notification email. I think that's everything. I think we've wrapped everything up really there. There's one other way to get it for free. Make one of your mates purchase it for you. If you've got friends that'll buy it for you, win-win. How many services for the Scotsman? It's there's 2. It's a there and back rail tour. But yeah, I think we've pretty much covered everything here before the release. So thank you for joining us this evening. Such a high number again, which is really nice to see. And I hope you've enjoyed everything you've seen this evening. If it's something up your street, then do go and take a look on the store tomorrow when it goes live, and maybe press that buy button. We really do hope that you do. Thank you again, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks' time for a roundup stream before Christmas. Take care, and bye for now.